Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome to Tuesday, KVJ After the Show podcast. Yes. Yeah. We were talking yesterday on the regular show. You had gone to Legoland with Rocco, your son, Virginia, for his 6th birthday, and you heard them yell out protein spill, and that's apparently, if it comes out any orifice in your body, that's considered a protein spill.
And protein can mean a bunch of different things coming out of a body.
But if you're like me and you hear them yelling protein spill, you're still in the pool for a second while you're trying to process it and figure out, what are they talking about? What does that mean? So in the time that it took me to figure it out and kind of think, oh, I better get out of here. I mean, I could have already got out of there.
You're thinking some guy tossing off in the pool? What is this protein? You never know. I mean, I'm sure in the history,
animal.
In the history of water parks, I'm sure somebody's tossed off in the pool before.
You think?
I would bet my entire reputation and savings on it.
Well,
that guy gets his ass kicked.
Well, I mean, especially if you're doing that at Legoland where there are kids, you're going to prison.
But I'm just, in the history of pools, you know some perv has jacked it and attacked it in the pool.
Damn.
I know.
Now, are there people in the pool?
I mean, it's a water park. It was packed, Kevin. So,
I
mean, if he's jerking it, I mean, he is just brazen.
You need to be locked up.
You're
an
know,
animal.
Some of these public pools, there's been some jacking and attacking. You know it.
You are a disgusting animal.
Oh, you don't belong around people.
No.
You can't be trusted.
Can't be trusted.
No.
Cannot be trusted. Well, this is an interesting email from Troy. He said, I was listening to your conversation about the theme park codes on yesterday's show. But you said, okay, well, what do they do at the water park that they have at Disney? I think Universal's got their own. They said, I worked at Universal for several years and had the privilege of being there the day that wrecked Jason. And I still remember the radio call from the Hulk that went out to everybody's radio after Jaybird puked.
Harry Potter.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's a lot of people have yacked on this, trying to pin it on you. It said, attention, Islands 10, manager of all attractions. Hulk is currently 11-2, closed for non-tech reason for a massive code 5. So code 5 stands for protein spill, and we added colors to make it more specific. Code 5 is vomit. Code 5 yellow is pee. Code 5 brown is poo. Code 5 red is blood. Code 5 white is cum.
So there is cum. I told you, dog. They're jacking off everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a cum code. There's a cum code.
They're jacking off in pools and on slides. It's terrible.
Bob, we got a cum code over here.
Oh my God.
Somebody just sounded off the cum code. Yep.
So out of all of those codes, you're waiting in a pool. What is the worst code? It's obviously code white, right?
Code 5 white. Yeah.
Code 5 white.
Code 5 white.
I'd rather have. I think. Gosh, I don't know. I don't want someone's.
Here's the thing. As a woman, I have had other people's semen on me. I've never had other people's poo on me. And I don't want other people's poo on me.
She brings a good point.
Yeah.
Well, me and Kevin have had semen on us, too. We've had our own.
Strangers?
No, not stranger. You're right.
So you might look at this different.
I agree. No, that's a great perspective. It's great perspective.
Yeah, what color do you want in your code 5?
I don't know, man. I think I'm sticking away from cum.
Pick one. You have to take one.
You know, the worst is that it's, I think it's yellow.
That's the least effective.
If you have to say which one do you not want, which one do you have to take?
I'll take yellow.
I'm going to go code 5 yellow.
Yeah, pee on me.
Piss all over me.
Yeah, I could deal with that the easiest.
Piss on me, just don't come on me.
I mean, if you're at the water park already, just know there's piss everywhere in that pool.
Oh,
because also, this is something else I observed. At the water park at Legoland, packed. I went in the bathroom to take Rocco in the bathroom. There's nobody in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, but it's...
The bathroom was empty.
Yeah, right.
I could have shot off a gun in the bathroom and not hit anybody.
I struggle with public pool stuff only because I've been to the puppet show. I've seen the strings. It's fucked sometimes, y'all.
Yeah. Wow, what an interesting observation. Nobody's in the
There
bathroom
was
at a water park.
nobody in the bathroom.
That's so
it was
gnarly.
packed. And there was nobody in there. There was no line. There was nobody even exiting. There was nobody washing their hands.
Kevin's right. Code yellow is the least offensive.
Yeah, I can handle that. I could go on about my day if I get a code yellow. Yeah, the other one, a code white. Oh man,
Code white or brown's gonna be rough.
Brown.
It's gonna be rough.
yeah. Dang.
I mean, code red's no picnic either.
Yeah, when blood is not the worst option, that's how you know you're fucked. I mean, that's not even the worst option.
He also said people caught doing the code 5 white, they usually get kicked out of the park for life. Also, Virginia's friend is lucky that nobody at Legoland saw him jump the ride fence at Universal. We arrested and banned jumpers for life.
I know, and we thought about that because we stood there at that fence and we were like trying to figure out a way to get Foxy without jumping the fence. Mm-hmm. And the ride operator told us we were going to have to wait till the end of the day and then come back when the ride closed and get Foxy then. But we didn't know if Foxy would still be with us. What if he got caught up in the machinery of the ride by then?
And that lifetime ban doesn't always work. I know somebody that got lifetime ban at Disney, and they still have gone to Disney. They got into a fight at Disney World, and they were banned.
I was banned from the Gardens Mall for life, and I walked right in 3 weeks later.
And no one stopped them because they've gone to Disney back many times.
Yeah, that lifetime ban. They just say that.
They say that to scare you.
I had a lifetime ban at Bradley's, and we've done.
Yeah.
I kicked your ass in ping pong at Bradley's.
Yeah, I mean, I've been at Bradley's so many. I got kicked out 3 times in one night, banned for life, and I'm still at Bradley's. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He said, on a side note, I love Virginia's Insta story of her family arriving at Legoland and Rocco yelling, "Let's go, fuckers." I watched it about 10 times and couldn't stop laughing.
Where is that content?
That's always with him.
Why aren't we playing that content?
I was going to say, yeah.
That's a fucking. That's
unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. What are you doing, Cynic?
I know. Why are you holding out on us?
That's a 7:30 bit right there.
That's great stuff.
We changed the name to "What the fuck is Rocco saying?"
Yeah. He gets out for his 6th birthday. Let's go, fuckers.
Well,
yeah, we got to get that.
It's not the kid's fault. You should have seen his first birthday party. Holy shit.
It was a rager.
You thought a motorcycle gang was throwing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Troy, for that insightful stuff. And people want to know why I was banned from the mall. If you missed that, that's when we started our show here, and I incited a riot. So, boom.
You were giving out money.
Yes.
Cash, $100 bills, y'all.
A young child was trampled. So they didn't like that. So, but 5 years later, I was officially allowed back in with a nice ceremony. So,
a ceremony. They laid down like a white carpet, like a bride would walk down to the altar. They said, "Welcome back, Ralston."
They threw roses at him, raisins, because he loves raisins.
Welcome back, lead lung.
Lead lung Ralston.
We got an email from Kimberly. She said, "So I'm high off this Colorado weed I just brought back, and I'm listening to the show from the 12th about space talk, and it had me thinking, what if aliens aren't really from outer space and they're actually from the ocean, and that's why they're always spotted over a body of water, and when they crash into things like Area 51, they're crashing because they have no idea WTF they're doing on land? I'm going to go because that took forever to type."
No, I've been speaking about that for a long time. I really do believe there's something with UFOs and aliens and all this stuff and water. Now, I'm not saying that they came from there, but I do believe they reside. I believe they park their ships. And again, some people think that it might be a fuel source for these UFOs.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we don't know now.
She's not crazy for thinking any of that.
She is high.
Those are legit. Yeah, sometimes that expands the mind a bit.
Mm-hmm. So,
boy, I sound like I smoke.
Yeah,
someone's not promoting an agenda.
No, I'm not
definitely coming from a stoner himself.
I'm not promoting nothing.
Expand your mind, Kel.
You do you. I'm not saying do this. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I know you got him. You got him.
Yeah.
Ralston?
Yeah. Oh, he's there.
Yeah,
He's very
no,
pod curious.
I definitely am. I'm hopefully going to do that pricing guide. I'm going to look into it and see how much it's going to
Baby, I'm
cost.
telling
I'm
you.
going to compare how much I'm spending on my on my vodka and saying, okay, if that's a price difference, maybe I'll give it a good run, see what it does.
And you don't need to be such a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to get the card. We know people.
Well, the other thing too, I think you think you're going to be buying, cocaine prices of weed. It's not going to cost you that much money. $50 worth of weed for you, would last you personally for a month.
Yeah, like I know how long the vodka lasts me, and then I would price it up against the same value for the weed. I'd see what was more valuable, and then I'll give it a run and see how I feel on it. And then if it cuts the anxiety and the tension a little bit, and I'm feeling good.
Karen goes in that fucking hair club. He comes back the next day, long hair.
He requests a mullet.
I'd have the same kind of pigtails Jaybird does.
Oh, the Pigtail Brothers would be born?
Yeah. I go to hair club, give me pigtails.
Are these pigtails?
Those are French braids.
Well, pigtails are what, the ones that come up from the...
Pigtails are, like 2 little ponytails on the sides of your head.
Okay, I'll do pigtails for you tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be nice.
You're going to help me, right, Virginia?
That'd be
I'll
nice.
pigtail you.
Thank you.
I'll give you the old pigtail. Sounds like a sex move.
The old slutty pigtail.
Greg in the 772 said, you guys think the COVID vaccine could be a vaccine to protect us from the aliens when they land later this year or next? They contacted the governments and said that we as a population have to have this injection before they land so we all don't die from some bacteria they carry. They're advanced enough that they don't want us to all die, or they flip the other protect them from us. Just
Is
a
this guy
random
high,
thought.
too?
Is the same girl, right?
We have so many stoned listeners.
Oh, I know.
Holy shit.
Just read the chat.
Wow, my gosh. Boy, we're out there, aren't we, people?
Look, life is stressful. More and more people are turning to pot.
There's a lot. You think it's the 70s again.
There's a mass exodus of people leaving alcohol and going to pot.
Yeah.
And then there's also that, again, we talked about this before, that mushroom movement. There's a
That's
lot of talk
true.
about mushrooms these days.
I am hearing people that I never would have imagined talk about mushrooms.
And then Greg said, by the way, Elon Musk is just a nickname. His real name is Elongated Muskrat.
There's no way. That
Elon Musk.
Elongated muskrat.
They're definitely high.
His official Christian name is Elongated Muskrat.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
I never heard that. That's so educational. This is a good thought that William had sent us. She used the WRMF app to send us this message, which you can do. We had the Am I the Jerk with this girl who was bullied by this nasty woman who's now pregnant when she was in high school. And now that nasty woman who's pregnant is going to be doing one of those gender reveals, and she wanted the cake when they cut into it to have, blue or pink to reveal the gender. And so this girl switched it up and made the different color of cake to throw everything off. And she said, what's kind of jerky about that is, people are going to spend gifts on the new baby, and now it's going to be wrong. She's messing with more than just her and trying to get back at her old bully. So, yeah, the more people kind of laid it out, that she already did it, too. So she
is the jerk.
She is, yeah,
Well, you can't do it.
She did it.
She already did it.
I'm saying you can't, though. You just shouldn't, is what I mean. You can't, you shouldn't.
And
Don't
if you do, then you're a jerk.
Exact.
Yeah, I get it. You think it's harmless
Well,
revenge.
If you're going to do any revenge, don't do it on company time. Tail her and get in the bushes.
This is probably good for about anybody. John had sent in here about check care credit if you got dental stuff, and that was it. I had to delay my appointment because you had to pay like the money when you're there. And it's like $900, $1,000. Nothing dental when you're doing stuff is cheap.
No, it's not.
It can get insane. She said I had an implant at $5,000. So I use this check care credit. So this is good information basically if you get hit with it, because that's what sucks is you got tooth pain, you get hit with something, and they want anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 like she's dealing with, and they want it when you show up to your appointment.
Right.
And you're like, crap, what do I do? Well, you do check care credit. And what they do, they approve pretty much everybody. You apply online with the amount of cost you need. It will approve and give you the card number in minutes. And then depending upon the amount, it's interest-free for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And mine was interest-free for 18 months. So
And so it acts as a credit card, basically. So you don't have to pay everything. You don't get too badly fucking bludgeoned at the dentist.
Well, and that what you could be dealing with, like thankfully the ibuprofen stuff like that has really held the pain at bay. But there are nights, even just 2 nights ago, I just got caught up where it wasn't working.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
And yeah, at night is when it will happen because you're laying down and the blood starts going to your head and the throbbing starts and you're just like, and you're like, well, can I sleep through this? No.
Any kind of pain or uncomfortableness like that, it's really impossible to sleep. I had the worst case of vertigo the other night where I had to hunch over on my bed and almost like a little baby and just lay there. And every time I'd get up, I'd almost kind of like want to fall down. I'd have to take little baby sips of water. It was weird, man.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, you ate some weird mushroom?
No. Not that night.
Here's a thought for you. Said it's something I thought of for Jaybird. It's turkey grilled cheese with homemade Parmesan crisps. I use Fontina cheese for the sandwich and super good quality shredded Parmesan for the crisps. If you ever make your own, Kev, it's keto approved. You will never eat that bag chemically flavored crap again. The easiest snack to make and the best tasting, and I sprinkle some everything seasoning on it. You'll thank me for it. Diana had sent that in. There's a photo of it. It does look delish.
It does. I have a health question. Her email made me think of this question. Mm-hmm. Can you eat as much garlic as you want? It's not bad for you. I thought garlic was good for you, and I thought it was one of those foods where you can eat a ton of it and it's not going to fuck you up, other than make you fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll make you fart.
But that's it. It's legit.
I don't know.
If I'm putting garlic powder on potatoes, I can put a ton on there, and it's not going to really affect me badly.
I think too much of anything can eventually mess you up.
Really? Of anything?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love? Hugs?
Bitches died from drinking too much water.
Yeah, but I mean, you're cherry picking your fight here. I don't know.
Just,
Too much garlic?
You're a man of extremes. Just eat a little garlic and then stop.
But I'm a man that's got big ass taste buds. I need that flavor. I'm on a little diet run right now, so I am trying to doctor up some bullshit.
Okay.
I'm kind of doing like a potato diet right now. Just raw
potato diet.
Just potatoes and blueberries.
What the fuck is that?
I got my own thing going on over here.
Did you read that somewhere?
It's called insanity diet.
I did. I read that in my heart.
Potatoes and blueberries?
I'm doing a weird. I'm kind of doing my own mental. Call it a mental diet, I guess. It's gonna sound too weird. I started writing this down.
You're a fucking nut.
What?
I am basically past this week. I'm acting like I don't have a lot of the creature comforts. I'm taking away a lot of stuff. I'm taking away all my good foods that I like, sweets. I'm trying to act like I am stuck on an island or out in the woods somewhere. And I try to turn off my. It's sounding weird.
I am fully invested in this.
We got to get you a girlfriend.
I got to hear this.
Why? The people, I don't want a girlfriend. I'm doing just great myself. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be able to do this fucking shit.
You couldn't do the potato and blueberry diet.
And I want to do the blueberry on my own.
You're wearing potatoes and blueberries again? I don't get this.
It's more of taking away stuff to struggle mentally a little bit, just so you realize you don't need all these things in your life. It's more of a spiritual thing I'm trying to do, an exercise, if you will.
Okay.
And I knew if I brought it up, I'd get this reaction.
And potatoes and blueberries are the way?
Well, one of the things, one of the things I was reading was go on a potato diet for 3 or 4 days. Just have potatoes, eat just a certain amount. So by that 4th day, when you do eat something else, you mentally appreciate it. You're taking those 4 days. You're taking stock of what you do need, what you don't need. There's a lot of noise in my life, in all of our lives. There's a lot of fat and stuff I don't want in my life. And I think doing exercises like this helps me figure out what I want to eliminate. And I think it makes me mentally stronger.
Okay.
Right?
Interesting, yeah.
I mean, you hired
Fascinating,
me.
yeah.
You hired me, dog.
I'm fascinated.
Plus, I know
Color me fascinated.
Blueberries are good for the heart, good for blood pressure, cholesterol, all that stuff. It fucking sucks.
Okay.
But although I didn't even eat the potatoes yesterday, I just had blueberries.
All day?
All day. I just had blueberries at nighttime. Just a handful of blueberries, kind of like I was in the woods.
Okay.
Always drinking my water.
Yeah.
Nothing of I'm not cutting out everything. Like I still use my computer to a certain point. I'm trying to take away some of the things we do in life. I don't think I'm talking too long.
Fascinating. It's really interesting.
Some fucker out there will understand what I'm talking about. They'll email me about 1 o'clock in the morning and it'll get weird.
Dude, I fucking get you. I'm eating potatoes and blueberries too.
And that fucker will be from Port St. Lucie.
And he will be on mushrooms.
All of the above.
On the question about can you eat too much garlic, it says here that garlic can cause bad breath, a burning sensation in the mouth or stomach, heartburn, gas, nausea, vomiting, body odor, and diarrhea. They say the effects are often worse with raw garlic.
That we're not doing raw.
And garlic may also increase the risk of bleeding out of your anus.
I was going to say, that sounds like some butt blood.
Code red.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be sniffing garlic dust. I just want to add some to my bullshit potatoes.
So I guess you can't eat too much if that was the question.
Okay, so when the ass starts bleeding, back off on the garlic. Got ya.
What's the point? He can go right up to ass blood and still be safe.
Do they have like a measuring cup and it says bad breath, it says nausea, and then there's a level where it says ass blood?
And you got garlic, potatoes, and blueberries. They go so well together.
Stop
Yeah.
just shy of ass blood. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it really goes south. I mean,
Literally.
yeah, once you get into that. Got an email from Tara. She had said that this is about somebody had said that the commercials that you do for the Adult Video Warehouse were sounding creepy. You guys play back your recorded commercial, but I don't think that's what the person emailing was referencing when you brought it up several weeks ago.
We sound creepy?
The live commercials that you read in the podcast, at least I think they're live, when you say a sex god or goddess is what I think it was talking about. None of you are cringy, and I've always been on KVJ's side with any hate emails, but when Kevin says sex god or goddess, he puts so much influx in his tone, and it comes off really creepy.
I can hear goddess.
Yeah. Goddess. Also, Kevin should always do No Name Movie Game. Him getting mad on air at his teammate was by far one of my top 5 KVJ moments. Thank you for all showing up every day for us.
He got mad a
All
couple
of us
times.
got mad
Yeah, we
at
did.
our contestants.
We all snapped at our contestants.
We lost it.
But I think that was that the last day before vacation?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
we
sense.
snapped.
This email said, well, nervous and need male perspective. Probably Jaybird's going to have the best advice. Basically, I'm in the early stages of seeing a guy, but he's out of state, so these are not super frequent trips yet. On the last trip together a month ago, things were happening, and he's into, as V says, the butt stuff. And I'll be honest, it's all new to me.
Oh, boy. Okay.
He's in the butt stuff.
He's into butt stuff. She's never done
She's not
butt stuff.
delved into the butt world, all right?
Okay.
So we had a situation where the thing you never want to happen
Oh, shit.
happened.
She pooped on him.
Sounds like it.
I think you said it, Jaybird.
Yeah.
I had no idea until the end, the two situation, and while he didn't seem upset, I was horrified. I'm really nervous about seeing him this weekend. Like, when it happened, he didn't freak out. The rest of the weekend was normal, and I guess he doesn't hate me because we're seeing each other again. But I'm so embarrassed and totally afraid this topic will come up. From the male perspective, how awful is it that this happened to a guy? Like, I would like to never even attempt it again, but, you know, I know he's into it.
Again, if this guy's into the butt stuff, and not to use this phrase again, but he's been to the puppet show, he's seen the strings, he's not surprised that there's a little
Be
poop
careful
there.
what you, yeah.
I mean, if I go into
Right.
a burning fire, I know there's a chance I'm going to get burned. If I go
Right.
into a pool, I'm going to get wet. If you go into the butt, you might get pooped on. It's part of the game.
It's what lives in there.
He knows it. And he's not at all.
He may like it.
He might like it. He's just not at all bothered by it. You're bothered by it because A, it is embarrassing because you don't want him to see in that light. But I think he's the kind of guy that's not going to really at all.
Okay.
You know, and if I was you, life is so short. Fucking own it and go in there and do some more butt stuff if you're into it. If you're not into it, don't do it.
Okay.
But yeah, don't be embarrassed. I
Okay.
get why you are, But
Right.
it sounds like he wants to get right back in that thing.
He'd like to take you to Brown Town.
I mean, that's only what
He likes the Code 5 Brown.
only going on with the data.
Protein spill, Code Brown.
He's okay. In fact, he calls it out himself.
Of course, I don't know all of the nuances of this relationship, but just by outsider, I think
Yeah.
he's fine.
Don't people that do butt stuff a lot, this is what I heard, they do enemas before they do butt stuff. So they like wash out all the poo so they don't poo when they're doing butt stuff.
So I think you're talking more of a porn type of thing, but I mean, it's kind of common sense. If you know you're going to be going to the back door, why are you eating chili that day? You know what I mean?
And I've never done an enema. Like what? Like that
No,
seems very complicated.
You would not at all do well in the anal world.
I did one time.
Hey, welcome to Anal World.
I did that high colonic thing where there's like a person, a little old lady, put this little tube in my butt and it rinses your
All right.
butt from the inside and then you can watch the stuff come out of your butt. And that was weird.
We're trying to have a cool conversation. Virginia's grossing it up again.
But if I was going to have butt stuff, I think I would go do that before, right?
Oh, you are a kind of person that's over the top.
Prepared?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're kind of, I don't want to say insecure, but you're very just, oh my gosh. So
I don't want the protein spill.
yeah, first of all, you just don't have the right temperament for the trade. You are not the right person to be involved in any kind of butt stuff. Of
I'll
any-
never be an anal queen.
Yeah, you're not the right.
Yeah.
It comes with a bit of an attitude, Virginia.
Keith had sent this our way. This is kind of I don't know if it's a misconnection, but I think it's somebody looking for relationship advice. It says, my husband is getting turned on because I got stung by bees on my privates.
What? How the hell did that happen? Why was your clam out where bees could get to it?
Well, they are a beekeeper. They started keeping bees. Some people do this as a hobby. And she said, I've got 2 hives, and today I went down to check on them, and I was wearing a pair of loose gym shorts. And long story short, I ended up having stings multiple times on my genitals, and they're now grotesquely swollen and very painful.
I think that's herpes. Are they sure they got stung by a bee and it's not an STD?
I don't know. I think it's...
I mean, she says she got stung by a bee,
right.
Yeah.
and she's a beekeeper.
yeah.
I love that you're trying to make the
Yeah.
jump to STD.
I mean,
but
I don't want to call this
she
woman a liar, but I mean, she's telling you what it
She
is.
saw the bees.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I will be cool and shut the fuck up.
I will be quiet.
I asked my husband to come check and make sure I had the stingers out, but I noticed that he had an erection while I was crying in pain, and he admitted that the swelling was turning him on and hinted that he would like to have sex while everything was still swollen.
The fuck is going on here?
I was furious and refused. And I'm so mad and horrified, I yelled at him and sent him outside, but I suspect that he is in his shop pleasuring himself right now. I don't know what to do. How should I address this with him?
Is this a real email? This sounds
I
like
don't
some
know.
crazy
It was
shit.
posted, I don't know. Is this a Reddit thread or
I mean,
something
this
like
is
that?
fascinating.
Okay, because this is not a KVJ Nationer emailing us, and it's a Reddit thread.
No.
I'm not at all believing the story.
No, I don't know.
The pussy was wet, and it was big, and it was in pain, but my husband was jerking off, and then he left, and
Yeah.
a dragon flew by.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it hurts. I mean, I'd be like, I don't care if you are attracted. You're not. I mean, come on.
Well, if bee stung pussy is out there, we'd love to hear from her. If she's out there, if that's a real story, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean no disrespect by calling you bee stung pussy. I'm so sorry.
Maybe he just likes FP.
A fat puss. Yeah.
Yeah. There are different sizes of pussies. There are fat ones. There are skinny ones.
Okay.
There's long ones.
There's
That's
long
his thing. That
ones.
gets him going.
There's high and tights.
There's short pussies. There's all kinds of pussies, Kevin.
So
Okay.
maybe he just wants a real fat one.
Pussies all over the place, all different.
And you can be a skinny girl with a fat pussy.
Oh, it means nothing. You could be like a twig and have a very voluptuous pussy.
So does every woman out there know what kind she has?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of
So
like
you
every,
know.
every dude knows his dick.
Like if they start dividing them up, let's say that we're lining up.
Fat
like, okay,
pussies, you go over there.
Fat pussies here.
Yeah.
Thin lips here.
Loose lips. Come over. Step over your lips. Come
She's
over.
a different category. You know, they've got vaginal rejuvenation now.
We know.
They've got it so precise because that new place where I go, the med spa in Jupiter began anew. They do it there, and they were telling me about it. They were like, are you interested? I'm like, no, my pussy's good. I'm fine. Now, maybe in 10 years, 20 years, I don't know.
Pussy's tight and right.
I'm high and tight, but I've always been high and tight. I've never been like large or loose. I guess I'm lucky.
Okay.
You look at
And
again.
it's high and tight. So if we had the high and tight crowd, you would go hang with the high and tights.
Yeah.
In my opinion, there's a seat for every ass out there,
Yeah.
and there's going to be some people that like a droopy pussy. There are going to be some that like a tight one.
Well, what if you want to change it up? They actually did this technology in sneakers back in like the 80s and 90s where you could pump it. Like, can you...
Pump a puss.
If you wanted, say, fat puss for a day, could you squeeze it a couple times and it gets fat so this guy who likes it, but then you don't like to wear it that way because it's tough in
And
tight
jean
shorts.
shorts.
Yeah.
So then you can deflate, and then when you want it, you can pump it up. And then...
If this is the Shark Tank, A, I'm buying. And then B, if it's successful, we're going to do the same thing with the penis as well. And then if that's successful...
Because honestly, walking around, if you're just walking around, you don't want a big dick. But, you know, when you get in the bedroom, it'd be nice, pump it up. And then...
And if we can get the technology to do the reverse for testicles, to get them high and to suck them back up.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But that's later on down the line if this is successful.
Yeah, so inflatable lips, where you can change your puss size
Pump a puss.
with just simply a few squeezes. You can get to the desired level that you want.
Well, you remember my girlfriends that created that thing called the cucini?
Yeah.
Dewey.
And it was like a sleeve that went into your bathing suit because if you had bigger pussy lips and you go to the beach in a tight bathing suit, everybody can see your entire hoof.
I got to stick up for the big pussy lip women out there. Don't be ashamed of big lips. I'd fucking rock that shit.
I agree with you. I mean, you are what you are.
You are what you are.
But it's hard to tell a girl that. I mean, girls,
I get
especially
it.
young girls, are self-conscious about, you know, if they have a big old pussy and their friend next to them doesn't, and they're lying out together at the beach.
So is there discrimination that happens if you're in the fat puss club?
Well, I
Do
think
girls know that?
Yeah,
I think
FPV.
guys find it sexy if they can see your pussy lips.
I think you're going to ask. I think it's going to be different for so many different people. But yeah, a fat puss would not at all bother me. I'm not weird when it comes to that stuff. Because to your point, you're just born with shit. You can't help the things you're born with.
Yeah, right.
You really can't.
That is just what it is.
He loves every pussy.
Well,
You love them all, huh?
No, you don't love every pussy. That is a lie. Retract that right now.
Educational, right?
I gotta say, it's been kind of a filthy podcast today.
Well, you
Well,
know,
Adult Video Warehouse is our sponsor.
Yeah, don't be shocked if it gets a little blue.
it does.
Sorry.
I guess we got the right sponsor.
We love those guys.
Love 'em.
Thank you.
And proud to provide creepy commercials for you guys. Thank you very much.
We should just try to cut one and make it as creepy as possible.
I think I already succeeded. I think we're good. All right. Anything else you ever want to add? You can send us those emails, mail@kvjshow.com. You guys have a great day. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.